quiet, but cut your mic on. Bennett, Bennett. You guys couldn't hear that apparently, Flint and 2%. I'm sorry, but I uh, I don't know why that wasn't. I didn't realize it until you said something in chat. But at least you guys can hear the mics, so we're chilling. I'll figure that out after the stream. But I apologize. I had to let the music run out because my buddies here needed to hear that. That's how I start every stream. Well, that's how me and Creighton start every Shirts Off podcast stream. And again, with these, like, right on them. Like, right up on them, you got to be to talk.
Yeah.
And you can pull it to you some more or move your chair.
Well, mine it keeps spinning around.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
I got you.
I got
I would move your chair more than I would try and hyperextend the arm. Like, pull the chair forward if you want, because that's going to make it the most easiest.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Reese, I love you, man. Happy holidays. Thank you for the resub. I love you, dude. That's a good dude. I met him when I was in San Diego, and he it's a whole crazy story. But he very artistic dude, Seahawks. You'd like him. Weirdly, like, it's annoying because you, like, look the same.
I look the same?
You guys look similar.
He
Like,
must
you
be a
have much
good-looking
longer
dude.
hair. He's a good-looking guy. He's a good,
That's
very
good
good
to know.
hugger. Gave a very strong hug.
Okay.
But love you too. I can't wait till the next event. I gotta get you guys to one of these events, man, like an East Coast event. Just bring the whole fucking squad. You, Michael, Creighton, like Aleem. Just bring all my friends from this to all my friends from Nick's community.
Yeah, I would love that.
Uh,
I have a lot of friends who are fans of Knicks as well.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Can the guy with the beard talk? Can he?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Holy shit, Reese. Can the guy with the beard talk? Flint. That is Flint. Flint is a friend of mine who I played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare with on Xbox 360 back in the Dizzy. As soon as Nick went from Xbox to PlayStation for Black Ops 3, I fucking ghosted Flint for like 5 years.
Harsh.
Like, not even on purpose, just happenstantially by meeting Nick's, like, the people in Nick's community and being friends with them
Yeah.
and not playing Xbox anymore. I just kind of went away from it and then started streaming and forgot that for like 3 days I streamed Black Ops 3 right when I got it, when I was still friends with him. And he, like, came and I modded him, like, and then I didn't stream for like 5 years until I started doing the podcast. And then Flint showed up and I was like, oh, Flint, what's up? And then now we're like boys again. And it's like, I'm saying all these things because this is my friend Charlie, who's in Creighton's spot. And he's much closer with my brother than me, but we've always been friends since high school, and always, like, I think we talked about it earlier, kind of wanted to be better friends.
Yeah, I
the
could
whole
tell
time.
that you were, I was like, I kind of like this guy, and there was something about you that I thought was relatable, I guess, and I like Michael enough, so I figured you might be cool.
Yeah, he's okay, I guess.
Yeah, he's
Michael's he's whatever. He's honestly like a buffer to get to the good stuff,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's like the appetizer that nobody
Yeah,
wants. He's
and-
the
and-
garnish.
yeah, he's the garnish, and then I'm the fucking sirloin. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Yeah. 2 Charleses? Yeah, I'm Charlie to them. I'm Charlie to everybody else in my life, except for, like, my brother and his friends, who all call me Chris.
Oh, well, that's what I'm used to, because that's
Yeah.
how he introduced me to you, I think.
Yeah,
And
it's a lot of people. It's like surface level. I am Chris to the people here in town, but then it's almost like the real me. It used to be the real me was Chris and Charlie was the name, and now
Yeah.
it's like Chris is the name and the real me is Charlie.
mm-hmm.
Like, that guy is the one that people who know me the best know me as, other than, like, my brother and my dad.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that.
aside from that, but can we talk about the flashbang? Cause holy, my eyes got destroyed. What flashbang? What are you talking about? What's so bright? Oh, you're talking about the video. Shut the fuck up. Hey, Vars.
Hot tub stream.
No. Do
sounds
not give
funny.
them any. No. Just don't fucking ax that. Don't even give that. Don't even entertain
Forget
that.
I said anything.
Yeah, nothing happened there. Don't feed them what they want. They want
Okay.
this too bad. We do have a hot tub, and I told you I'm gonna do it one day. Just relax. Anyway,
Let me know. Let me know.
we have Flint might be the only one here who has the recall to even potentially remember this. But Charlie is somebody that my brother and Alim and I have many times said would be a good addition to the fucking other podcast we do that I can't remember the name of at this moment. The episode 3 podcast. And that's why I'm having him on. And I'm kind of just rambling like I always do because it's the first podcast. And
Yeah, I don't know what to say, so I'm you're holding my hand right here, but
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and Josiah's also here.
Yeah.
Josiah's here.
right in the mic if you're going to say anything.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
Yeah,
Josiah has watched the podcast before,
I have.
which was
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
because
he's
he
a
doesn't
fan.
even
This
he
is a- is
didn't
this
even
your
say
first-
anything.
Sorry, is this your first fan appearance on the show?
No, but it's the first time that I didn't even know the guy until
Yeah.
and then he boom was here.
Yeah.
Like I've had people that I met because of the podcast that I've had on the podcast for like an episode
Mhm.
that were cool and all, but it is cool for you like to meet you walking into the room like
Yeah.
really like officially really meet you
Yeah.
and you say that. It's so I was telling Charlie and and I've told it on here a couple times, but it's so me and Creighton in particular. Creighton's got it the worst because he works at a Food Line, and so like people from the town,
Really?
all over town will just walk up and be like, "I saw your podcast on Facebook," and
That's
he's
cool.
like, "What?
Small
What
town
do you
celebrity.
mean?" Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know if celebrity, more like pariah.
Pariah.
is
That's a
what
good
it
word to
is
put
like.
it.
Yeah, I would
that's a
say
good way
it's
to
more
put
like
it.
that.
That's how it. That's how I had a similar reputation, I guess, in when I was bartending.
Yeah, that's
I would
definitely
do-
like in terms of the people that you knew.
Yeah,
all,
because
like
it was
from
a
here.
small town. I bartended in a very small town, but it was a college town. So
Yeah,
there's
so
30
they see you and you're like,
there's
that's the guy from
30,000
fucking Mike's or whatever the bar's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they see me every week because there's nothing else to do in this
Exactly.
city. And so I become the guy, the door guy,
Yeah,
or the bartender.
not Donkey Wiggle. Fuck you, Blake. I love you though. That's my buddy. He is the
What do you say?
master troll. I said fuck you, Blake. His name's Donkey Wiggle, but he just followed, and it's not Donkey Wiggle. It's the name of the new
Uh-huh.
account. Okay, I'm sorry. It's okay. Fuck you though. Please tell me you're going to meet up with us at Ichibunk. Listen, Sterling, I don't want to, man. I just don't. I'm going to go to one of these cons. I just don't want to go to the fucking anime one, man. I'm sorry. I just don't like. I'm sorry.
It feels
Fuck
like
you.
it
We got to
might be
hang out, though. We
sticky.
got to go to Dave & Buster's or something and hang out. I miss you, man. What do you mean? What do you mean me? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. That's just not me. That's you guys. I'm going to come to a fucking superhero thing or something soon. It's just got to be on the right day and when I'm... Listen, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. This is half of it. Half of it is yelling at them.
Oh, they have booze.
I don't drink.
Oh,
I do play board games. And half-naked
titties.
That's most titties are half naked titties. Don't try and bait me with this fucking normal nerd shit. I am an advanced mage level nerd. Don't do this to me. I can deal with all this.
That's just a long-winded way of saying
Charles is my
cleavage.
superhero. 2%. Shut the fuck. I will literally marry you, you son of a bitch, for tax reasons. True, but still, they're wiling titties. Wiling.
I think he means willing.
They're willing to. Oh, like they're meant to
it's
be there.
consensual, yeah.
It's consensual. Look at my titties. Dude, Sterling, let me tell you about San Diego, man. I was high as fuck in the gas lamp district of San Diego with two of my friends. And we're walking down the street, and these 3 Twitch streamers walk up to us. I sort of recognize one. And then the other two, I was like, oh, look, 2 big, strong guys. And we had a moment of gym buddy unity
yeah.
where no, what was it? Man, it's been too long and I haven't told the story in a minute. Hold on. It was so great. Long story short, I said that the dude looked buff as fuck because he was legit like John Cena strong. It was annoying. He looked like professionally he
Yeah, like
lifted weights.
you won. You can go home now, bro. You
yeah,
got
like you
won.
did it. You're the strongest guy in the fucking
You're the
room.
best at exercising.
Yeah, and his buddy, who was also pretty strong but not as strong, said, "Man, don't gas him up. Look at his tits. He's just got big tits." And they're sitting there with this little Latina girl, and her name is that Latina or the Wild Latina on Twitch. She's like a big Twitch streamer, and she was like, "But who's bigger, his or mine?" And I'm sitting there high, like, oh, sweet, consensual titty looking. I've been commanded to rate titties.
Let's take a serious look.
Yeah,
at this.
to take a serious. And I was like, well, you see, Bad Wild Latina, while his are probably technically bigger, yours are bigger by ratio. And she was like, no one's ever put it so eloquently. And I was like, shit, she said eloquently.
You're welcome.
and then that took me like 5 minutes to digest. And then they had disappeared by the time I had figured it all out because I was really fucked. I was so high. I was incredibly toasted. Gentleman. Don't say it like that. I don't like that. For tax reasons, say the word. What word? 2%. Don't do this to me. Not with my new podcast friends. Charles, I know you don't lift, and I doubt thing 1 and 2 do any more than lift some Twinkies.
Damn, am I thing 1 or 2?
That's fucked up.
Are these things 1 and 2 because they both have hats? Well, all right.
You know, Twinkies are such a subpar fucking snack too. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, they're really not good anymore.
Who eats a Twinkie anymore?
Nah.
Nobody. They're fucking
Yeah.
ass. Like, they're not even. Fudge rounds are the best Debbie cake, in my opinion.
Fudge rounds are solid.
I agree.
And then after that, the rest are like just fucking terrible.
Yeah.
I like fudge rounds. That's all I can do. Sterling, for real though, yeah. Like on a fucking Wednesday or like a Friday, we need to head up to fucking Dave and Buster's and hang out and talk some shit. They could be the same thing if guy with beard had shit with.
Wait,
They
what?
could be the same thing if guy with the hard name shaved. Same guy rather. 2%.
So if you're
You
if
gotta,
you
like,
shaved,
read
we're
what you're
basically
saying.
One and the same is what
So
they're
if I
saying.
shaved, me and you would be the same.
Yes,
Interchangeable?
They boiled
That's
down
crazy.
our entire existence into just general white.
2%.
white
How
men.
well, that's just 2%. He's a hater. That's like he functions as hater in chat.
I
Okay.
got you.
Yeah, and mod. I love him, but shut the fuck up, 2%. Anyway, but all right, man. Y'all have a good one. Bro, you're leaving already, Sterling? I need you to sit here and judge me for like an hour, at least an hour. Okay, 20 minutes. Stay until 1:45. You can do that. 17 minutes. I just got off COD. Yeah, see that this is a great. Talked a lot of shit. This is not the same as that.
What's Copenhagen? Talking about the dip?
Is it? If I'm a hater, what's no. Copenhagen is a person, and
Ah.
he's probably the grand #1 Inquisitor hater.
Okay.
I don't even know how to describe the stuff he says is so uniquely hater that no one else could ever compare. 2%'s like 2%'s like the hater that loves you. Copenhagen's the hater that doesn't. Copenhagen's the hater that hates.
Okay.
But he's also, I love him. He's awesome. Anyway, trying to think of how to do this right. Do you want to get into the thing, or do you not?
I mean, I don't care about getting into the thing. I don't know if it's, gonna
Okay,
be-
let me explain it like this. I've wanted to have Charlie on for a long time, just because I like Charlie. Charlie's cool. Charlie's cool people. Not talking about myself. Talking about this guy. And I, frankly, you guys know me. I could sit here and bullshit about anything all night long. I wanted to have Charlie on because every time I see Charlie, I feel like I can sit down and bullshit with Charlie about anything all night long. And that's all a podcast is. That's how it all started with me and Creighton, just sitting down and talking shit and deciding other people should hear this because we're fucking awesome. And
I agree.
thank you. And Charlie, I never get to sit down and talk to. And so I told him blanket once I found out he was back in town because he's been away for a while. Come over, hang out, and we will just record a podcast. If it works, cool. If not, oh well. But I already know whether or not this particular episode is good or bad, that I will want to do more of these with Charlie in particular, whether it's just me and Charlie or me, Charlie, my brother, blah, 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 whatever. Pick a fucking thing. Charlie will be here a lot more as long as Charlie can make it here and do more of these. And I want to let you steer the boat on how much we get into tonight. And I'll steer the boat as far as like where we take it. But if you want to get into it at all or not, like
I'll
to start
get into
off.
some of it,
Yeah.
in case it's helpful to somebody out there.
Yeah.
Hearing someone else's hardship, I'm okay to get into it. If you have questions you want to ask about it, That might be helpful to me just because I don't,
Okay. Well, so we had a long conversation before. You've been here for 3 hours.
It
2
does-
hours.
Time's flown.
It's 1:30. Yeah, time flies on this thing.
Yeah.
It gets fucking stupid. It gets I've done like 5-hour podcasts with Michael and Aleem.
I believe it. Hey,
Like,
yeah,
it
just sitting
gets-
here, yeah.
It gets it's easier once you're in it and once you're used to it. This is the hardest part, is kind of figuring out how you want to talk and what you want to
How
talk
to
about.
behave, how to represent
Yeah.
myself, yeah.
Before we potentially delve into all that stuff, have you seen Avatar yet?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Yes, I have.
Have you? Yeah, I'm assuming you've seen it.
It's so good.
I
Is
set
it?
the whole 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was freaking great.
How 3 hours and 45 minutes?
I think it's like 3:15.
Yeah,
I don't know if
okay.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
That's a long time to sit in a theater, man. Lord of the Rings
It's
is
worth
the
it.
only thing I've ever
Dude,
done
it's
that
worth
for.
it. It's worth
it's
it.
so good.
I,
Do you like the first one?
I thought it was.
You son of a bitch.
I wasn't like crazy.
That is the
about
wrong answer.
it. I mean, it's a
The
good
right
movie.
answer is, of course, it's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
It's pretty good.
James Cameron, director, right?
Yeah.
He's one of a kind, generational talent. And I love most of his movies.
Have you
But
just
I
not
just-
seen Avatar in a long time? Are you one of these
I saw
guys?
it when it came out. I did ride the ride in Disney World though. I have a friend.
Is
who
it
works
good? I've heard it's awesome.
It's sick. It's
Yeah.
really sick. I got to ride it as soon as it came out. I have a friend of mine who works at Disney World, operates rides and stuff, and so we got to skip lines all day. And
Oh, that's fucking cheating.
We-
That is unfair.
Dude, I mean, fuck! I'm not gonna drive down there and wait in line. Like, come on. But yeah, we got to skip rides all day. We rode Pirates of the Caribbean probably 3 times just because we could get into the front, and then we rode the Avatar.
If I can ask Charles, which park was it in?
I think it's in the Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't done that one yet.
They have a big tree.
Okay.
They have the whole area kind of built to look like Pantera or whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Pandora.
I said Pantera, didn't I?
Pantera.
It's a
Yeah.
band.
Pantera
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pandora. But I don't know. It didn't draw me from when everyone was going crazy about the first one, about it all being CGI and all that. Like none of that. That's not why I watch movies. So
The first one feels seamless. This one feels fucking seamless.
really,
It is. I mean, if it doesn't win the fucking Oscar for
it's probably going
for
to.
cinematography or digital for edit, like it is fucking real how good it is. Like it is so good. Something that makes me crazy about particularly this movie and basically anything Andy Serkis has ever touched is that so many mocap performances have not been counted as an acting performance, and because of that, those performances have not been nominated for Best Acting Oscars, which people can say the Oscars are rigged all they want, which they fucking are most of the time. So many of them are. But
It
there's
seems
a lot
that
of
way.
political wins. But
For sure.
for me, the nomination is a win. The nomination is where the real, like, that's where you're actually at least showing, here's the talent.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, that's the political thing.
That's
but
the
like,
agenda. Whoever
the
wins
agenda.
promotes the agenda. But
Exactly.
if you got nominated, that means
that's the fucking.
it was
They
undeniable.
saw you, yeah. And anyone, I don't give a fuck who argues with me. You tell me, you show me the nominees from all the years that Andy Serkis as Caesar in any of the Planet of the Apes movies happened, and tell me that that's not a lead actor contender. Fuck you. If you show me Lord of the Rings and tell me that Gollum is not a supporting actor
for
nominee,
sure. Well,
fuck you.
Lord of the Rings got its awards for
Yeah,
sure.
but you know who didn't? Andy Serkis as a supporting actor for playing Gollum.
Was he
because
Gollum?
he's Gollum.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Andy Serkis is Gollum. He's King Kong in 2005's King Kong with Jack Black.
Really?
Yeah, he's Caesar in the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, well, I
he's
knew that.
he's Supreme Leader Snoke in Star Wars. Andy Serkis is like on the Mount Rushmore of motion capture in Hollywood. He is far and away like the pinnacle CGI guy in all those movies. And same thing goes for Avatar, both the first one and this new one. Zoe Saldana is one of the greatest actresses alive.
like
Sam
her a lot.
Worthington, while I would say underappreciated for his live performances in other movies, aside from a couple select few, his character as Jake Sully in Avatar 1 and 2 is fucking nuts. He's so good. Like in a controlled, like, don't look at me, I'm not the main character guy. Like he falls into his place so effortlessly. Like he knows how to be the guy who's the leader / main character without like taking all of the attention to himself.
Yeah.
Like he gives to everyone it's such good acting, and it's never none of these are gonna get fucking accolades because they're computer generated.
Really, I didn't.
In the end product, it's still a guy standing there acting.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. In Planet of the Apes, all the fucking chimpanzees and gorillas and orangutans and everybody are humans walking around acting like fucking gorillas and monkeys
if
and
anything, yeah, acting more because they're
apes.
covered in
yeah, it's insane acting. It's like the best acting because they're totally. It's like you said. I mean, they have fucking Sharpie points all over their face,
yeah.
and they're having to act these crazy scenes out while covered in shit. Bill Nye as Davy Jones in fucking Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest.
That
Like,
wasn't Bill Nye.
That's not Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the British actor.
Okay.
Yeah, different Bill Nye. yeah.
Okay.
Now, I will say that for like 10 years, I told everyone it was Bill Nye the Science Guy because I thought that's who it was because I was told it was Bill Nye, but no, it's Bill Nye the actor. I'm sorry, Bill Nye the Science Guy. I love you. But Bill Nye, great actor. Have you ever seen Love Actually?
Yes, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I-
okay, yeah.
Well, when you said Bill Nye, my name went to
Science Guy.
Yeah, but
It's that Bill Nye.
he plays the singer in that in Love
Yeah, the rock
Actually.
star, yeah. And in About Time, he's the dad.
I haven't seen About Time.
Oh, that's a good one. You'd like About Time. One of the greatest movies ever made. Legitimately. Not even a joke. Like,
Okay.
actually one of the greatest movies ever made. And Bill Nye brings his Bill Nye-ness to it. But again, that's one where it's like these motion capture performances, these incredible roles are not going to get an Oscar. I don't even remember how we got here, but it's just pissing me off.
Well, I mean, it's.
I asked if you saw Avatar. That
no,
popped
I
in my
have
head.
not seen Avatar.
Yeah, that's where this also. That's where it started.
It's interesting to know that like 3 or 4 of James Cameron's movies have been the #1 grossing film.
Titanic, Avatar 1.
Um,
This one will probably get somewhere big. I don't know. We'll see.
I think there's another one that I can't think of right now.
Terminator?
Terminator 2,
Terminator 2.
got accolades. I don't know
Yeah.
if that one was the highest grossing, but
Well, Titanic and Avatar. Avatar was the highest grossing film of all time, and then Endgame took it, and then they put Avatar back in theaters, and it took it back.
really,
Yeah.
they put the original one back in theaters.
Yes.
Huh.
That's the thing people don't like. Look, I love Avatar. I love James Cameron. That motherfucker will put a movie in theaters forever. The first Avatar was in theaters for like 104 weeks
Holy shit!
before it was like taken out,
I
or
didn't- I
or
didn't-
some yeah,
I
or
did not
some
know that.
or
I
some
watched it
or
at home.
200. And it was because no, it was 4 years. So I had to 104 is not 4 years. It's 2 years. It's 204. It was some absurd number like that. That's why it was fucking highest grossing. It was in the
Yeah.
theaters longer than any movie ever was.
Well, that makes sense. I didn't know.
And
that.
Endgame achieved it in like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
Pirates of the Caribbean
that was a big one when it came out.
was before Avatar, right? I think
The first one was
was
2005.
it was the highest grossing before Avatar. Is that right?
No, I
Or
think
was
I
it-
think Titanic was. You know what? There's an easy way to figure this out. Box office. Copenhagen. Well, don't just well and then stop. Don't do this. Oh boy, 82%. Box office, highest grossing movies of all time. This is about to get crazy because this is my bread and butter. This is where I love being. So Avatar, 2.9 billion is the highest grossing movie of all time. Avengers Endgame, 2.79 billion. Titanic, 2.2 billion as at number 3. So Titanic is number 3. Avatar's number 1.
Yeah.
Before Endgame, he had the number 1 and 2 spot.
Yeah.
And then below those, let's see. I can't believe, bro, the fucking 2019 Lion King is number 8. That is bullshit. I
Really?
fucking hated that movie.
I think that we live in the worst age of cinema ever.
What?
I don't
really
know,
do.
man.
Dude,
I feel like
movies
we're
are
in the
fucking
greatest.
terrible now.
Not the one. The good movies are the best movies that have ever happened. But there's so many
There's
bad
so many
ones.
bad ones. Like going to the
that's-
theater isn't.
It's fun.
As
yeah.
fun as it
I
used to
agree
be,
there.
you
I
know?
agree with you there. I agree. Yeah, that's accurate. Where's Pirates of the Caribbean? I don't know. I think we were wrong about this.
I could be totally wrong about that.
So Dead Man's Chest, Stranger Tides.
Dale Hartburn
these are
Jr.
That movie sucked.
How did you
Cartoons
know
are
I have
better.
heartburn right now? I do have I have Tums.
Hey
in
Shaba.
I have Tums in
Shaba.
my pocket.
So I actually got a question for both of y'all.
Okay.
How did you feel about Black Adam?
I have not watched
Oh, yeah.
pretty much any DC thing
Okay.
since Batman vs Superman.
Gotcha. I
Yeah,
mean,
just-
You haven't seen The Batman?
No, I have seen that. That's
Okay.
different. I haven't seen like the DCEU stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because like I don't care enough to keep up with all of it,
yeah.
and I'm like a completionist when it comes to that shit. Like with Marvel, I've seen all the Marvel shit, all the
Yeah.
shows, all the movies. I love that shit. I'm a dweeb. I love it. I eat it up. I'm a shill. I'll take it. I'll inject it. Right? Like I love it.
Mainline
I
it,
watched
yeah.
She-Hulk. I enjoyed it.
I haven't gotten into She-Hulk yet.
It's
I do love the Marvel shows though. Loki's probably my favorite.
Loki's nuts. It's so good.
Hawkeye was nice. It was
Yeah, that was good.
a nice little holiday.
I just rewatched the last couple episodes just 'cause like Christmas is it was
Yeah.
a very Christmassy thing. Which movie sucked and cartoons are better, Vars? Which one are you talking about there? Happy holidays, homie. Hope you have an amazing one. Shaba, I love you, dude. We got to get in a call later and talk some shit and play some games. Charlie, you got new co-hosts, Dale Hartburn Jr. and Luke Honeycombs. That's Copenhagen right there. That's what we're here for.
Okay, I see now.
Yes, I am Charles Bedford Forrest. That's my name
Okay.
from Copenhagen. Creighton is Creightard, and what's the other thing? And then Amanda, who is our semi-frequent third co-host. She is it Lady Snow? What's Amanda's name? Copenhagen. He says she does a bunch of coke. It's the Bolivian Bisquick is her drug of choice according to Copenhagen.
Okay.
She always looks like she just did a line. is like the joke. She's always like she just stands like ready to like be yelled at. Like she always thinks we're about to be mad at her. Lady Snow, aka Bolivian Biscuit. Okay, yeah, there it is. The only thing Charles has ever disliked is Multiverse of Madness. That's not the only thing. It's the only new thing that I've disliked. I did not like the Doctor Strange, the Multiverse.
What didn't you
of
like
Madness.
about it?
Man, fucking all of it. I watched that movie in theaters 4 times. I wanted to like it so bad.
It sounds like you may have liked it at least 3 times.
No, none of those times. I kept going to see if I liked it with people who had not seen it
Yeah.
to try and get like their good opinions to rub off on me. And like I'm like the only one, man. Like I didn't like it. 2% didn't like it. We're the only ones on the fucking planet apparently because everyone seemed to love it.
I only watched it once.
I like parts. I like things about it, but overall I just can't. When I think of it, I'm angry. You know what I mean? Like I just can't. I love the first like 15 minutes, and then a bunch of shit happens in the middle, and then the last like 15 minutes are pretty good again. But man, all that shit in the middle just drove me fucking crazy. Sam Raimi, I love you, Sam Raimi. He Sam Raimi'd it too much for me. I get that people like it, and I get why they like it. For some reason, I just can't decide that I like it or not. I can decide whether or not. I just don't like it. I don't like
That's
it.
okay.
And I'm
I
sorry.
don't have any strong opinions about it. I only saw it once, and I think
Lucky
I was
you.
inebriated when I watched it.
Yeah.
I just remember I think Jim was there, Patrick Stewart was there.
Yep. Jim.
And they all died.
Yeah, John Krasinski.
Yeah,
Jim
that's
from
it.
The Office.
Um,
I love that I knew who you were saying.
well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's he's
A lot of people know him more as Jim than
he's almost typecast. I think he just he's a movie star now, so he won't be
Yeah.
typecast, but he's gonna be Jim to me.
Did you watch A
forever.
Quiet Place?
Yeah. Oh,
Charlie?
I saw the first one.
Yeah, dude.
I did like it. It was impressive.
The second one's pretty good.
I haven't seen it.
I would say a lot of people didn't like the second one as much as the first one. I think I'd rather watch the second one, but I think the first one's probably a better movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That makes sense. Like it's more the second one's more rewatchable.
Mhm.
It's a lot more. It gets like right to it a
Yeah.
lot faster. People liked it. Shut up, 2%. Wanda was made out to be some universal threat, and all she did was shoot beams. And she removed Loudmouth's brains. Like, bruh, 2%. Look, we're not gonna sit here and hate on it again. Okay, we'll do that another time together, the two of us in a call all alone with soap. Anyway, we love to hate that movie. We never agree. 2% hates everything, and
Okay.
I only hate this one thing. So it's like our great unifier.
Yeah.
Like I'm the big lover and he's the big hater. I usually love everything, especially everything Marvel does. I'm like I'm that dumbass guy that just agrees. Like they're just nailing it. I think they're nailing it.
I think they're nailing it too.
I'm
yeah,
loving
man.
it all. I fucking eat it up like a little kid. And
Yeah, Bullet Train was good. Did you see Bullet Train?
I did not see Bullet Train.
That was actually really good.
He really wants me to. He actually enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I started it and fell asleep halfway through.
Damn.
I went to the movies and saw it. It was
I fell
actually
asleep
really good.
watching Phantom of the Opera live in New York though, so it's
Oh, okay, yeah. I fell asleep watching the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
really. I
live.
saw them in concert once.
Yeah,
I managed to stay up for that, but
I knocked out about 3/4 of the way. I tried so hard to stay awake, but man, I just didn't enjoy it. I don't think I'm a live music guy. Like very
Really?
particular things I could sit down and watch, but like stuff like that, I don't want to go to like an AC/DC concert. Like I just won't enjoy it.
I like live music in a small intimate place.
Yeah, like at a fucking like on the patio of some cool bar, like
Yeah.
that isn't totally a bar.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
That's
Like
how
shit
I
like
like
that.
music. I living in Louisiana, there was a good live music everywhere.
Yeah.
I love like a fucking trombone and a nice brass line.
Yeah.
But concerts also, having worked in a bar for so long, I'm so fucking over standing in crowds of people.
Yes.
Like I'm never gonna do it.
That's
again.
the thing that doesn't appeal to me.
I hate it. I don't understand
Yeah.
how kids still do it. Some people do it well after they shouldn't anymore. But
Yeah.
I'm just over that. I'd rather find somewhere I can enjoy the company of the folks I'm with.
Like when I watch like the Foo Fighters live, like on like whenever see like live concerts, but like on YouTube, I'm like, man, if I'm not in the first like 4 rows, I don't want to be anywhere in that fucking stadium. That it's stadiums.
Yeah.
It's 40,000 people, 70,000 people, and like some of them are in a fucking stand. Fucking 800
mile
yeah,
away,
like
yeah.
why are you? What is like? Watch it at home, man.
The
It's the
concert's
same.
that big to you.
Yeah, like I just don't. I'm not. That's not me. I'm just not one of those people. I want to
That's-
hang out with fucking David Grohl and like talk shit.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Like I don't want to fucking watch him play music. I can look up all his songs. They're for free. They're on the internet. It's easy. Like and it's better.
put
It's
it on a big
controlled.
TV,
I can
yeah.
pause it. Like yeah,
I
it's
can go to the restroom.
exactly. I can do whatever I want. I just I just can't. I'm not that guy. But I love like when I walk down the strip in San Diego on the beach and there's a old man barefoot with like all the money he's spent in the last 3 years is on the fucking music equipment he's carrying around, and like he opens this box and the whole inside of the box is like this fucking duct tape sound studio.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there playing the most fucking insane shit to like the 8 of us standing there.
That's
That's
my kind of guy.
that's my fucking shit. That shit.
I'll
right.
give him my money for sure, and I'll stand
yeah.
there on the
Oh
street.
yeah. I've given so much money to those guys who are good, the ones that are really good.
Mhm.
Like I'll sit there and be like, man, how much money is in my pocket? Here's half. I fucking
Take this, please.
take it. You need it more than me right now. Like that's that. I love that shit. That's music. That's real music
That's
to me.
music,
Not
yeah.
to say that the concert shit's not real music. It's just not the music I want to go see.
It's music, it's music.
That's
but
the live music. That's real live music.
yeah, it's you get that the emotional experience with the music.
Yeah.
as
It's not
well.
a song. They're not playing like, they're
Yeah.
not playing fucking Bohemian Rhapsody. They're playing something
Yeah,
that hasn't been played.
yeah.
It's their thing for that
It's-
moment
If
with
it's
you.
enough to stop you in the moment, and you spend your day. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like music like that.
I love that shit.
I'm over concerts for sure. Just I hate standing in crowds. Also, being a band kid growing up, I've been to plenty of them. Like I'm over it.
Yeah.
Take me somewhere I can get a drink from the bar. Maybe just sit there and watch them, and then still talk. That's my vibe. I don't want to do anything more than that really until I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
So
You don't need to be a millionaire. Just, be set up.
Thousandaire. Yeah.
There you go.
I got a question for both of y'all. Have y'all seen the new Halloween Kills?
I haven't, but
No.
Creighton has, and he would like take over the podcast right now
Woody.
with you. Like the two of you would take over and just be me and Charlie would have to like go sit over there and like just talk without the microphones.
Gotcha.
He wants to talk about that live so bad.
I thought it was trash.
Is it like the
Oh.
Michael Myers Halloween?
Yeah,
stories?
those movies.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen any Halloween ever.
You never seen any of the
I've
I'm
never
not-
sat through one either. I've seen like
I don't like horror movies.
none at all. Well, you saw A Quiet Place. That's basically a horror
Well,
movie.
and I like Jaws, but as a writer,
You
horror
said the right
movies-
thing just then.
horror movies bother the fuck out of me because they're just so terribly written, in my opinion.
Most of the time,
that
the best ones are written well, like
yeah,
Jaws.
like, I can enjoy Jaws,
Yeah.
and things like that. But most horror movies, I will not. You like don't bother asking me to go because
Yeah.
I'm just gonna nitpick it apart in my head the whole time.
I don't want to sit down and watch like the fucking Conjuring. I want to sit down and
Yeah.
watch A Quiet Place or Jaws or fucking like there's a few select ones that are actually pretty good. But only just so.
Yeah.
Like I'm with you. I'm not a horror
I need
guy.
I need an emotional experience with my movies,
Yeah.
and just horror they just doesn't provide that. It's not that there isn't something to be gained from it. That thrilling feeling you get being scared. I understand
me.
the appeal to that, but it's just not what I'm looking for in a movie.
You're like an indie like art house guy, aren't you? Movie wise. You like
yeah.
a lot of that stuff.
Renaissance-y, I guess.
Yeah.
But emotionality is important to me.
Yeah.
I want to be able to make people feel emotions at whim. So
Have you seen the trailer for The Whale with Brendan Fraser?
Yes, I have, and that.
That's
I'm
right up your alley,
I'm
right?
excited about
bro, I'm
that,
so
dude.
excited. I'm excited because it looks good, and I'm excited because Brendan Fraser's making that motherfucking comeback, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited for Brendan Fraser. I fucking love that guy.
I do too. I mean,
all these
The Mummy-
interviews.
The Mummy is one of my favorite movies.
And it's so funny, man. Like I feel like people sleep on The Mummy nowadays. Like go back, man. The Mummy
the
is
first one.
so funny.
The first one is good.
When he's got that fucking Tommy gun and the fucking zombie thing jumps down and goes, "Rah!" and then it goes to Brendan. He goes like, "Ah!" and he just screams back at it like fucking. That is perfect, stupid action comedy bullshit that I love. I eat it up with fucking 2 spoons.
Yeah.
I love that bullshit.
Have you seen Doom Patrol?
I have not.
with him?
Everyone wants me to watch it.
I've
heard it's
I've only seen the
unbelievable.
first season, but I really enjoy it. It's different. It's like one of those things. It's different enough to enjoy it just based on that fact, but it's also I don't know anything about Doom Patrol, but I like his.
Yeah, like it's one of those things that like him, my fucking roommate, he loves that shit. He's been trying to get me on it for 8 years. Like those guys have been wanting me to everybody has been wanting me to watch Doom Patrol. Like from every corner of my life there's some Doom Patrol nerd that wants me to watch Doom Patrol, and there's someone who wants me to
They're
watch
everywhere.
fucking Star Trek. Like everybody wants me to get caught up on that. But as I said, I'm a completionist. And if I start Star Trek, I'll want to watch all of it. Do you know how much Star Trek there is?
Yes, there's Star Trek. There's The Next Generation.
There's like 70 movies.
Yeah, my dad's a huge Star Trek.
Yeah,
nerd.
and then all the shows.
Our Christmas tree in our house, one of them is complete. It's all Star Trek ornaments. My dad is a huge nerd. But
Oh, by the way, happy Christmas Eve, guys. It's officially Christmas
oh shit,
Eve.
yeah,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas
I
Eve.
forgot about that.
My friends.
That's yeah.
So
Forgot it's Christmas. It does not felt like Christmas this year.
Not since I hit fucking 20. Christmas
Yeah.
hasn't felt like Christmas. at
Well,
all.
like, I don't know. For me, the season has always felt like the season. You know what I mean? Like, it's always been like, yay, it's that time of year. This time, it's been like, I know the date is on the way, but it hasn't felt like the festive Christmassy
I'm
season.
not
You know,
ex-
does that
I'm
make
not
sense?
excited
Yeah,
for
I
it.
got you.
There's a lack of anticipation for me. I guess.
Yeah. I think I realized like 4 or 5 years ago. I remember as a kid, the whole day I was like, man, when are these presents coming, man? I can't wait for these fucking
I couldn't sleep at night when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was like,
Whole night
I-
before I'd be up.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to sleep because it would be almost there. But
Yeah.
like now I'm like I'm just excited to see my family and my uncles and my aunts and like
Yeah.
their kids, like my little cousins who they're more like nephews and nieces cuz they're so young and I'm so much I'm so much older than like I think the next oldest one is like 10 or 11 years younger than me. So I'm like way older than most of all of them. And so they feel more like nephews and nieces, and so like me and Michael did was fucking wrestle children for 4 hours
That's
the other
how.
day.
Yeah, my family. We have like 5 generations alive,
Yeah.
and when I was a kid, there was 12 or 15 grandkids running around. And then there's been there was a generational gap, and now there are fucking toddlers all over the house every Christmas.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, and see, that's my favorite thing now. Now it's like I can't wait to see my family. Presents be damned. I bought 100 pack of those plush snowballs from Amazon
Yeah, I know what you're talking
so that I could just fucking beam
Yeah.
5-year-olds
Plush
with
snowballs. I haven't seen these.
They're
They're-
like, yeah.
yeah, they're like a little plush snowball, and you can just fucking 90-mile-an-hour one of these hit a 3-year-old's head, and they just
Yeah.
laugh and giggle because
That
it
would
doesn't
be
hurt.
a great gift for me.
Yeah.
if
Oh
you're- if
yeah,
you-
it's
if you
great.
need
It's fucking
ideas.
awesome. And I bought 100, and we have a room upstairs at our grandparents' house where we all go to play with the children because we can wrestle with them and like throw them at shit and like and no one get mad, like
Yeah.
no one know what's going on because the adults aren't gonna come all the way up there. The adults, I'm fucking 26. And so I walk up there, and Michael's already in a huddle that you can't even see him. There's like 5 children on top of him, like just fucking beating the shit out of him, and he's just like, "Oh no, fuck, I'm totally losing." Like he's just trying to be the good
Yeah.
big cousin, and I'm like, I just walk up with the snowballs and dump them on all of them, and they're like, and then it just like. You would have thought 911 had to be called. Like, I went downstairs. They said, "Is everything okay?" I was like, I dumped the snowballs on them. They're like, "Oh, okay." And then the adults all stayed downstairs,
All
and the
hell
children,
broke loose.
all hell broke loose. And that's the stuff I live for now. Like, I couldn't get a present for the rest of my life, and I'd be fucking so okay with it. I don't give a fuck about presents. I get some people presents, but I have a policy. Thank you, Vars. Is that the first? I thought you'd already subbed before. Wow, fake as fuck. I'm kidding. Relax. I'm kidding. She's gonna be mad at me. I know. Anyway, I have a policy with all my friends, family, everybody. If you get me a gift, that's okay. I'll accept a present. I love stuff, but don't get me a gift on Christmas or my birthday and expect me to get you something right then or have something already or have it. Like, I hate that my least favorite thing about birthdays and Christmas is like the mutual expectation of getting a gift. Because then either, most of the time, one of you's going to be disappointed, both are going to be disappointed, and no one knows how to get over that fucking disappointment the right way. So what I've adopted over the last like 3 or 4 years and finally has started to like pay off in that people have stuck to it is don't fucking get me anything unless you see something out in the world and you're like, Chris will like that. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll get a thing if I see it that I think someone will like.
Yeah.
And I'll either, if it's 9 months from Christmas or their birthday, I'll go ahead and give it to them. But if we're close, if I got it like 2 months ago, I'll save it for Christmas or I'll save it for your birthday if it's coming up.
If the time is right.
It's a time is right thing. And so, like, that's how I give stuff to people. That's how I do that thing. And it saves so much stress. It's such a good, I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. It fucked my shit. I literally had to redo it all. I promise. I was so sad. I'm like, where's my shirt? For the past hour, I've been trying to figure it out. Oh, you mean from subscribing? Are you sure? I don't think you've subscribed before. I think you're, like, fake as fuck.
Sounds like it.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Relax.
That's some Charlie shit right there.
It's okay, though.
What?
What is? What's some?
being fake.
Oh yeah, that's some fucking
You
yeah.
think I'm
No,
fake?
Charlie Brown. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
that Charlie.
Damn. Hashtag
When this guy was in
fake as fuck.
boot camp for the Marines, I'm the only person who even wrote him a fucking letter.
that actually is true.
So you're the only one who's allowed to say he's fake as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to illustrate different phalluses and whatnot, and we would send them to each other. Like I'd write him a nice letter, and then on the back would just be a huge dick.
Like a really
Yeah.
well drawn dick pic,
Yeah,
and
like
then
a-
he would send
A
one.
giant.
as
dick.
gentlemen do.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
a look at
gentleman
this.
and a scholar. The two of you are. I'm taking a picture to. I believe you. I was talking shit. I'm kidding. Relax. Calm down. For, I want to say the first like half of me and Creighton doing a podcast, 80% of it was us just having a conversation with our chat and talking to them.
I could see how you could
And
get lost in that.
It's one of the things I love about Twitch is like when the right people are there and the right people are asking the right stuff and saying the right things, you can have a conversation with your chat and like be totally interactive, and that's a whole that can be a podcast. I've had I've had nights where I just sat here and played Minecraft and just talked for 3 hours to my chat and like been like, man, I could upload that as a podcast instead of me playing games, like, and it'd be the same.
As long as the rapport is good.
Yeah.
And it,
Right into the mic.
Sorry.
So you're good. It's hard to get on and
Yeah.
but you realize real quick that like they can't hear this.
Yeah.
And once you click on and know that, like
Yeah.
you stay right, you zone in.
I got you. I'm
You're gonna get good at it.
I'm nervous.
I know
that
you're
I'm
going to.
breathing into it too hard, and so I'm
No,
like
that's no
holding
big
my
deal.
breath, breathing shallowly. But yeah, I feel like as long as you have good rapport with whoever you're talking to, I'd tune in.
Yeah. So this just isn't gonna work, I guess.
Probably not. See you guys later.
It'll be a lot cooler once we have like an established time that we can do it more often.
Yeah.
That's Creighton will get what's the word? He'll get like down on himself when we do an episode and like it doesn't do well live, like not a lot of people come
Naturally.
watch. Because when we did these during COVID, there was a lot of growth. Like there was a time where like for 4 or 5 months, we would get on every day and there'd be like 10 or 15 people in here before the song was over. And then like we'd have 20, 25, 30 people at the peak of the show watching, and there'd be like 120 to 130 people throughout the stream that would have come in and watched at some point or another.
Yeah.
So like we were like a lot of people were seeing them for a minute, but we were doing them 5 days a week, super consistent, starting in the same like 15-minute window. Like, when you have a thing and you're consistent, it's going to grow. When you don't and it's like you start to wane, it like falls, and he wants every episode to be like those sometimes. Like, and sometimes all it takes is like doing 3 in a row in a week. And because I mean, really, that's all it'll take consistency wise. Like, if you do, like, if we did this every day for 3 days, like, if the fucking numbers go up fast.
Yeah.
And like, there's certain hours that they're better. I find that the very best hours are weirdly like right now, and at like 8:30, 9 p.m. Like starting at 8:30, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
somewhere in there. That whole really late night is really great for these, especially on the weekends, because everybody's just sitting at home. During the week, like 6:30, 7 in the afternoon is pretty great. Me and Michael always end up doing ours early because usually we just do them before I go to work.
Yeah.
Because those are the only days we can like link up and do them
Mhm.
the way we want. And then with Creighton, it's always the weekends. But if something ever happened and like I couldn't do my job, I would dedicate so much time to doing this again, because I think I could, I wouldn't get rich or anything fast, but I think I would be able to do this enough and consistently that like people would be okay subscribing and staying subscribed because they're going to continue to get the content. And I could get, between all the people I do podcasts with, I could fill 4 or 5 days a week with podcasts at
For sure.
least.
It's all about cultivating.
Yes,
Just, and whatever time you put in is what you're gonna get out of it.
exactly.
I hope you put more effort into it. Not that you're not putting effort into it, but
Yeah.
I hope it continues to grow for you. And I know it can be hard balancing work and this. And I understand where Creighton's coming from too. It's, as a creator, like everything's your baby.
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely what he puts so much into this. Like sometimes I feel bad how much he puts in for what I think he probably expects to come of it.
It'll all come in time, I'm sure.
Exactly. That's why I keep telling him. I'm like, listen, man, when we're consistent, it's big. It gets big. When we're not, it doesn't. That's how things happen. That's how stuff works. Like all of it, not just podcasts.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. Our grand dream is this gets big enough to where we can either rent a tour bus or buy an RV and have like a podcast studio mobile that we just travel the country.
That would be cool.
Yeah. When I started doing podcasts in the very beginning, before I even did one with Creighton, I would just interview my buddies through Discord from like Nick's community, other mods, other streamers that I'm friends with, and those did pretty good in the beginning because like we'd have our Twitch streams link up. Hard work pays off. Cliche but true. What's up, Kurz? It's good to see you, dude. It's been a minute since you're in here, but yeah, like I would go mobile with it. Do the Shirts Off podcast daily, but then like as we're hitting up the cities, hit up my friends from all those cities and do podcasts with them.
And then you can also do like on the street, like just your
Random people,
average,
Dude, went to my fucking dentist on Wednesday, and I for 3.5 hours tried to convince him to come do a podcast
Really?
because
Dude,
he's really interesting. He's a cool guy, and like he's fucking like he could do this. This could be regular, and he works fucking a mile down the road. It pisses me off. I wanted him to come do one so bad.
that could be interesting. I loathe dentists and anyone who wants
Yeah.
to, work in that field.
Well-
I hate the dentist so much, dude.
Well,
Fuck dentists.
well,
Dentists fucking suck, dude.
I mean, some do, yeah, but like,
Well, I mean, there are probably some good ones.
yeah, you've
But
had bad experiences.
I've had several bad experiences with dentists before, man, and it just seems like they get joy out of making me bleed.
my
And
dentist.
It's not hot for me at that point.
My
dude.
dentist, I'm not going to say his name yet. He's awesome. He's a good dude, and he's our age. I mean, he's 29, and he's unbelievable. I've had a lot of work done the last 9 months on my teeth, and when all this started, I went in for like a checkup, like, hey, I think something might be wrong with this one tooth. They were like, yeah, something's wrong with that tooth, and the fucking rest of them. I had
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I had developed gingivitis. I had too many teeth. I had 7 teeth removed. One at one
Where
time.
the fuck were you keeping them?
It's like on my shoulder or something. They were
Jeez.
everywhere, man. I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth still. Had not removed any of them. And then I had 3 other extra teeth. They removed one wisdom tooth right away because it was in pain. That's the reason I went, because I was like, hey, I have tooth pain. And they were like, yeah, you're about to have a lot more if you don't fucking figure shit out. And so I had that one removed, and then I went back and had 6 removed at once, all at one time. That was fun. It was when I went and got all those removed, I didn't, my dentist had to send me to Waxhaw to a guy named Pirelli, and Pirelli removed all the teeth. And he told me, hey, man, that guy, I'm trying not to say his name. That guy, I know he's young. He's only 29. For his age, that guy is unbelievably accomplished and mature as a dentist, and somehow maintains being like a cool dude.
Yeah.
And like ever since like he said that, and I kind of already had that vibe. Like I thought my dentist was a cool person. Like he seems like a cool guy. Ever since, like he's just a fucking, it's like a nerd, like a cool nerd though. And like I'm like, dude, why aren't you doing other stuff? Like you're not a dentist. Like you're good at
There's
dentist.
so much more in you than
Yeah,
this.
like you're a fucking creative human, but he just doesn't know that. Like he's one of those creative guys that doesn't know he's a creative guy.
Mhm.
Like I can tell. Like he's never had that outlet. And he was like, well, hey, man, let me listen. Show me where the podcast is. I'll listen to an episode or 2 before I decide I'm going to do it. But, I mean, I don't know. I'd be down with a new experience. I was like, man, you have no idea. Because he's fucking weird. He's a weird, cool guy. Like, it's fucking funny. But David from Learn TV,
Oh,
I want to have him on so bad. I'm going to have
I
him
like
on.
David a lot.
He's one of my favorite humans on this planet. He's like my pseudo-uncle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He will always be family.
My first day ever meeting him, like first day of class, we're all filing into the building, and he's standing there at the door, just making comments to every kid who walks in, and then I get up to him and he's like, oh, finally. I've been sitting here with all these fucking radio faces. Finally, have a TV face, just calling all the other kids in the class.
That's such a
ugly.
David thing to say.
I know. And then from that moment on, I was like, oh,
He's
I
the
like this
best,
guy.
man. He's the best. I love that guy. I call him like when I feel particularly artistic, like because like I told you earlier, it's hard for me to sit down and write. Like I want to write, but it's hard to do. When I have something I really want to write, I call David and tell him about it because it'll make me want to write it more. Like I have a tab open that I haven't even touched in a month. It's been an open tab. Oh shit! I almost showed the stream. It's been an open tab. Like this is how much I've written so far
Oh, wow.
of what it is. It's only a few pages, but it's I went to Philly for a friend of mine's wedding. A friend from Nick's community. Like this is how I met him, was through Nick's community, and I flew to Philly to go to his wedding. And I was the only person from our community who was in the wedding. 3 of us were invited, 2 of us couldn't make it. I was the only one that went, so I was all by myself. And I had this fucking life-changing trip at my buddy's wedding, becoming a part of his family for like 3 days, where
That's cool.
I met his family. I was the youngest one there by fucking 8, like by a lot. 'Cause he's like 40 years older than me or something. He's like 33 or 34 or 35 or something. And but we say he's super old. That's the
Yeah.
joke. And he's the young one in his family. So like everyone else, cousins, brothers, sisters, all that, they're like all in their 40s, like high 30s, low 40s or higher. And I was like everybody's little brother for this thing, but they're all like, I met the cool cousins, like the girls who were like, we got you. We'll fucking dish out everything you need to know about this family. And so for like 4 hours on the first night, I'm just sitting there learning the family tree. This family was my family. They're from Pennsylvania. They came here. They're fourth generation Italians. Like, our families probably came over 1 or 2 ships separated from each other to Ellis Island, like, and stayed in the same areas. And like, my dad just moved to South Carolina and theirs didn't. Like, that's all that changed. Like, it is my family. Like, it's crazy. Like, for 3 days, I met this other version of my family
Yeah.
and had this crazy life-changing experience running around the streets of Philly
Cool.
with these cool people. And like, when it was all over and I was just standing in the fucking hotel at the wedding. Yeah, the wedding. It was the wedding. When I said my final goodbyes, literally like in the lobby before I was going to get my Uber to go to the airport, I called David. And I just told him about the whole thing. And I like caught him up on my life and a bunch of shit that was happening, because a lot of shit's happened that he had a lot of insight on,
Influence or-
like, and influence from years before. Like, developments had all, like, it was almost like the universe was saying, hey, you need to talk to David again, because all these things are happening at the same time, like, that he had a part in. And so I called him, and I was on the phone with him for like 45 minutes in the lobby of this like really nice fucking hotel after this amazing weekend with these. Like, I was like infatuated with the idea of being in someone else's family for a week. Not that
Yeah.
I don't love my family. I love my family. But I was just so...
It's fun to see the other side, what could have been.
Yeah, I was so in this other family. And I have like half their numbers. Like, I fucking called one of them on Thanksgiving. Like, they invited me to family functions. Like, I'm fucking part of this family. Like, at the wedding itself, there were the wedding photos. And, like, it wasn't like they took a wedding photo of the family and then invited me into a wedding photo with the family. I was in all the family wedding photos. Like, I was fucking part of it. It was crazy. I loved it. So I loved it for the narcissistic reason of I'm a narcissist, but I also loved it because I really did feel like part of the family. They welcomed me in.
That's cool.
And I was so proud just to be there with my buddy and see him get married, because I love him. I mean, he's like a brother to me. And that was so cool for me. But, like, most of all, I was so happy with how this family, who a lot of them had not seen him much. Like, he was a veteran. He's very quiet. He's a quiet guy. But they're his family, so they came to the wedding. But they said, like, most of them had only seen him 2 or 3 times in the last 6 or 7 years. So I was like telling them about him, about this other side of him, but like the perspective I have on him, in that he's the funny, crazy guy on the internet that plays video games and talks shit. And they're like, "What? Tommy? Our Tommy?" Like, they're saying all this crazy shit.
No way.
Yeah, and they're like, "No shit, no way. Are you kidding me?" And like, so it was like cool to be that window for them to see this guy in a different light. And for me, like, this family who, by all means, barely knows this guy anymore, in their own words,
Yeah.
decided I was part of the family too. Like, and
That's
it
a
was,
nice feeling.
and they, like, man, it was so cool. It was so great. And I called David, and David did his thing, man. he got this creative, man. You know David. He'll get you, like, ready
Yeah,
to do some
he'll
shit.
get me wanting to sit down and write something or do something.
Sorry, I'm playing too, so I can kind of hear you. Oh, it's okay. Forgot to say I'm going to bed super tired. Love you 2%. Have a good night, man. You're the best. I love that guy. He's a
Good
good
night,
dude. He's gonna come stay with me one weekend after the kitchen is done and the house is a proper house again.
Nice.
Mike doesn't know yet though, so
We won't tell Mike.
not yet. I'm gonna break it to him. But yeah, I always feel like David being on here would be a good podcast.
That would be entertaining, man. That would be cool. Because I haven't spoken to him since high school, but
I'll give you his number.
definitely wouldn't remember me. I don't think.
He would definitely remember you.
Do you think so?
He remembers everyone.
Okay.
If you say, "Hey, it's Charlie Ellis," shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. I tried not to do that. I
It
forgot.
doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, my bad. But if you call him and tell him, "Hey, it's me," I promise you, he'll
Yeah.
remember who you are. He'll
Okay.
know. Like, just because you having that story about him saying that, that's all it'll take for him. He remembers everything, man. He's so aware. He's so intelligent.
That's cool.
And but yeah, I'll give you his number. He'll appreciate you calling if you call him and talk to him. And just want to if you just want to catch up, David's the kind of guy that'll want to just catch up. Especially if you have a reason for calling. He loves a reason. he loves like sitting and like being constructive. And I know you, and I know you'll have something to want to be constructive about. If you just tell him what you told me today when you got here, and
sure
what you're
he has
going
a
through.
Very interesting take on that.
Oh yeah, he'll be very, and he'll be super supportive of everything that, like, anything you say. He's, man, for a guy his age, he is one of the most in touch with what's going on and like the way to deal with what's going on in the world and with the people our age who are growing up. Man, he's aware. He's such a good man. I just want to have him on now. Like, it's making me
And now
mad.
I'm thinking about him. Yeah.
Yeah, I
wanna
love
say
that
it to
guy.
him
He's
again.
infectious. The Kitchen. FYL. What's FYL?
Fuck your life
Fuck your life.
for your love.
For your love, LMAO. I'm trying to think what is FYL? Vars. Don't fucking LMAO. Yeah. Don't Is it fuck your life? Don't just say yeah. We said 6 things.
It's got to be fuck your life, I guess.
Don't say yes. Fuck yes life? I can't say fuck my life. So, like, fuck your life. How dare you? I understand. Okay. The Kitchen is great, okay? It's awesome. I don't hate it.
I've heard a lot about the kitchen.
I'll
Haven't
show you
seen it
before I'll show you before we leave.
Okay.
There are progress pictures somewhere that Mike has of like before and after. And it's coming along. It looks good. We're like about to be able to cook shit again.
What have you been doing?
Just eating fucking whatever's on the ground outside.
Takeout.
Takeout, yeah, pretty much just fast
Time of
food.
year, things must be scarce outside.
Yeah, it's a lot of wet leaves. It's a lot of roughage, but that's pretty much it. It's a lot of
Antioxidants.
fiber, a lot of leaves and trees, sticks, just
Yeah.
garbage, dead squirrels. Are you guys like freezing over there? Fars, how many times do I have to tell you? Like, you live in the best place on the planet for weather. Like, cold to you is not cold. Nick said on stream that 65 degrees was freezing. That is disrespectful. It's 12. What is it? It's like fucking.
I think it's like 12 degrees outside.
Yeah, right now it's let's see. Yeah, it's 15 degrees right now in Lancaster. It is. Well, yeah, it's freezing technically, but it's not like we can handle it. It's.
We have insulation.
Yeah, we have
clothes.
we have clothing. We can run around still. It's not the end of the world. I moved fucking 3,000 pounds of cabinets for an hour earlier from outside to inside. Like, Hannah.
What's that sound?
That is the follow noise. If you look at the screen, it's in the bottom. Well, it went away. It was in the bottom left.
I saw it at the
Yeah,
end.
for like a second.
Yeah.
Hannah. Just now following? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. That's nuts. Okay. Noted. No, what's Clem always saying? Noted. I'm here, though. Yeah, you are here. Okay, you're right. Fair enough. Hannah is from close to us. I don't want to say
How close?
and be wrong. Hannah, where are you again? Are you in Concord? Hickory. There it is. She's not far. And she's super cool. I met her in San Diego. I knew her name in Nick's community, but I had not really made a connection on Twitter or anything. I never talked to her. And then I met her in San Diego, and one thing that happens at all the events is you see your friends that you've been waiting to meet, you see your friends you've met before, and you meet these new people, and they just click and stay in your life forever. Hannah's one of those people.
That's
She will
awesome.
be like a sister for the rest of my life. She's a fucking gangster. Absolute legend. Her sports takes are terrible. I'm kidding.
yeah.
I know nothing about sports. I'm just talking shit so that we can talk shit. Vars also is one of those people. Giggly Squeak is Vars.
Vars?
Vars. Like Varsinic.
Varsinic. Is that the first or last
Armenian.
name?
First name.
That's a cool name.
Yeah, it is a cool name. It's a cool person. Both are cool people. I gotta get you in all this. I gotta fucking get you on Discord, Twitter, all that good shit. Make you one of the, out of all my IRL friends that I've said I will get into this, you're gonna be the one that I finally get into it. That actually stays. I know this. I can tell. It's
Dude,
gonna
I'm
happen.
yeah, you can get into me all you want. I'm
Whoa, dude,
excited.
don't say it like that.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I feel like I want to meet you now. Who? Oh, they're talking to each other now. Okay. I just woke up from a nap, from an accident. Oh, no. You're fucked. Accidental nap and you wake up at 2:20 in the morning? Those are rough times.
That's the worst time to wake
That's
up.
the worst time to wake up. That's the worst. Man, I've had some bad ones where, like, I'll go to sleep for, like, 2 hours before a work day, and then I'll wake up, like, I try and wake up an hour and a half to 2 hours before I have to be at work, so I can, like, wake up, take a shit, take a shower, eat some food, and then go to work and be up for, like, 6, because the games can be 15, 16 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
So, like, I got to be ready to sit there all night long. And, man, I've had some days where I woke up at, like, 11 or 12 in the morning, and like, that's normal for some people. For me, when I have to go in at 6 p.m., or like, even worse, when I wake up at, like, 8 or 9 in the morning, and then I have to go to work at 6 p.m. and then be there until 8 or 9 in the morning the next day,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, I was
That
on that
is
schedule
brutal.
for a very long time. Bartending.
Yeah.
My shifts would start 9 o'clock at night, close the bar at 2, 3 hours of cleaning, and then obviously drinking and shooting pool afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're leaving by sunup. And then if I'm able to sleep, I'll sleep until fucking 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And I've been that way for about 6 years now. So I cannot get up at sunrise anymore. It's the middle of the night for me.
Yes, that is very much, like, sunrise is my, like, coffee break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like my, oh, you know what? I think I need to walk around while it's kind of light outside.
Sunrise was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how I knew to go to bed if the sun was coming up.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Sunrise.
damn, it's already that? Okay, I guess I need to sleep.
Yeah, no, I guess.
Yeah.
I would regularly stay up for 3 days in a row, 2-3 days in a row, just
Oh, yeah.
not sleeping in between because I couldn't.
Yeah. Right now's the worst for me because, like, I'm always tired because I'm not eating good and I'm not exercising. When I'm, like, you know, getting up, working out, eating good, going to work, man, I can have 3 or 4 days where I work on, like, 3 or 4 hours sleep and then get up and go for, like, 20, 25 hours at a time and then get my fucking close my eyes on the way to work
Yeah.
like moment in where I get that little reset, like that little battery recharge
Try to trick your body into thinking you're getting
that I
some
got
Z's.
some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's now's the time to do all that. Now's the time to drain all that effort out
Yeah.
for whatever we can scrounge out of it
Mhm.
until we can't do it anymore. But you know, what do they say, live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cuz you're what? You're 24 or 5?
24.
24. When's your birthday?
May.
Okay.
May 21st.
Damn.
25 soon. I'm almost fully developed.
Yeah, brain-wise.
Frontal lobe's coming in.
Yeah.
Coming in. I don't know how nicely it's coming in. I probably deformed it a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's fine. We all deform it a little bit.
Yeah.
You get hit in the
Just
head, you
some.
do stuff.
I've
Drink,
been hit in the head
drugs.
several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to get insurance soon and all that shit. I'm not looking forward to it.
No, I still haven't done any of that shit. I haven't done any. I have no health insurance. All the dentist has been out of pocket.
Damn.
It's been
Well,
brutal.
that's expensive.
It is. It's
Jeez.
been rough, but it was necessary.
I can imagine.
Tom Segura said it best. He said, "If you're I didn't do this, but he said this. He said, if you're gonna go into debt, do it for your teeth. You know what you all have? A mouth. You know what you all need to do to survive? You gotta eat.
Yeah.
You know what you need to eat? You need your teeth. If you have bad teeth, that is disrespectful to all the people with bad teeth.
Yeah.
Have good teeth so we all have good teeth. Why don't we all have good teeth? Go into debt for teeth. You're going to go into debt for something anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go into debt. Go in debt. And what are they going to do? take your teeth out if you if
Yeah.
you don't pay them.
If your card declines,
Yeah, if your card
pull
declines,
the pliers out.
you know what they did? They still put the teeth in there. So like, go into debt for good teeth. That's a good thing to be in debt for. And like, that's such a good. He's right. Like, like I didn't go into debt, but I spent a lot of money
Mhm.
on a thing that, as long as I take care of it now, I was negligent. I did not take care of myself for a long time with my teeth. I went to the gym like a lunatic. I fucking ate well, but I just did not take care of my teeth. I was not like, man, as terrible. Don't judge me, everybody listening. There were definitely times in my life where I went like over a month without even looking at a toothbrush. Like, I mean, a long I went forever without even thinking about brushing my teeth or flossing or using mouthwash, like any of that. I know it was terrible. I'm terrible. Banana bot. You know what? Oh, god damn it. Hold on. There's a bot in here. Good.
A bot.
Yeah, they're like posting their fucking links and shit. How do I? Oh, there we go. Ban. There we go. No, all my mods went to sleep. That's nuts. I know. No, that's nuts. It was terrible. You know, people have faults. That was mine. Now I have 4 toothbrushes, 2 in my backpack, one in each of my bathrooms in case I decide I need to. I brush after every meal. I've turned it around.
It
I
seems
am.
like you've made strides.
Yes, I am. I am a fucking reformed person when it comes to dental care. Your boy is fucking stacked on stacked with the fucking dental floss sticks and the.
I was
and the
gonna say
toothpaste.
you're looking pretty pearly from over here.
Yeah, thank you. I've got all this is fake. One of these is fake. One of these is fake. I've got a lot of not totally fake. They're crowns, but they're all porcelain. Thoughts on water picks? I haven't messed with too many. My dentist used a few like in the chair, but I haven't bought any. I'm still a little sensitive to cold on my right side, pretty bad. But they told me I should try a water pick. I'm probably gonna go water pick. I feel like water pick's the best. They're amazing. I love water picks.
Is that like a bidet for your mouth?
Basically,
Okay.
yeah. You like put it right up to the tooth and it just fucking shoots the water right through your teeth. And
Nice.
I have braces, so it's so easy to floss now. Oh, with the water pick, bidet for your mouth. LOL. That is pretty great. I haven't heard it like that, but that's a perfect explanation.
Just get a bidet.
Have you used a bidet?
No, I'm kind of afraid of bidets.
Me too.
I'm
Everyone
afraid
says
I'm
they
gonna
are
like
until
it.
they do it, and then they say they say that. They say it's amazing.
I'm afraid I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, and then never be able to go back.
never get off the toilet.
Yeah.
I've been around one, but I never actually got to use it.
I mean, I hung around with bidets, but just never.
We had one in our
Never
office
partaken.
for like a week, but the mood never struck. While we had it, and then the guy who owned it ended up taking it back home with him. He was in college.
Thoughts on shitting in public?
I'm about it. I prefer there to be 4 walls, somewhere
Yeah.
somewhere to sit. But,
Yeah, like a
if
toilet.
if I have to go, I'm gonna go. I'm not, it's weird. I have a shy bladder, so if people are talking to me,
Oh wait, that's not 8cron. Hold on, I'm sorry. Let me get rid of his graphic. This is Charlie. I have to get new graphics made.
yeah,
Charlie. Creighton. Where's Creighton's? Oh shit. Sorry. I apologize. That is Charlie as well, Hannah. That's going to make things easier, there being 2 of us. Been around it, never partaken. Akron's relationship with bidets is like my relationship with cocaine. Been around it, never partaken. There you go.
Yeah, it's a waste of money.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, you think bidets are a waste of money?
Well, no, I was mainly joking.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Because you still haven't tried it.
Yeah.
We
I
gotta try it,
don't know.
man. We gotta get a bidet. Let's get a joint bidet and take turns, many hours apart.
Okay, like you get 3 days of the week, I get 3 days of the week, or I have to
Yeah, and
come
then
over here?
Josiah can have it on Tuesdays.
Okay. Yeah. Once a month, it's bidet day.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Because everyone says it's like fucking awesome. They said it's amazing. And I don't like that I think it will be.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they're probably right.
Yeah.
But then also I'm like, I feel like it won't get everything.
well, I'm sure you double check. You know.
Right? But
Yeah.
then, do you double check every time? Because then that seems messy to me. Because it shoots water, right? It's like shoots water
Supposedly.
to try and clean you.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? Like, do you just like blot it with toilet paper and assume it did its job, or do you just wipe anyway? And now you're just wiping anyway
Assuming you do one like courtesy wipe.
to like see if it cleaned everything.
Yeah. And then if it,
It's nothing to worry about.
if the job's not done,
Yeah,
reload.
I guess. I don't know. I want one. You're making me want one.
Well, I mean, it can't be.
If I
bad
get a
decision.
bidet, will you use it?
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta eat some enchiladas
come on, I'll
and
put it
test
to the
this thing.
test,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
sure.
test this thing out. What's up, Shy? I love you, dude. It's been forever. You look like a fish. Chicago's one and only. Not the enchiladas. Or we'll go to Mellow Mushroom. It'll give us a reason to come see you. Hannah is the manager at a Mellow Mushroom, somewhere in fucking Hickory or something.
I like mellow mushroom.
Hannah works every day of the week that I work. No, backwards. Hannah is off every day of the week that I'm working, and vice versa. And we have said ever since San Diego we would go hang out and like see a movie and get dinner, like her and her husband and me and like my friends here, like to just kind of connect. Because my best friend Nathan, who's in the community, he lives in Matthews, and then Hannah lives there. Our friend Leslie lives in Gastonia. Like, slowly but surely over the years, as the sample size gets bigger, more and more of us have found each other in like a tri-state area
Yeah.
and realized that there's a lot of Knicks community like right here on the East Coast.
That's cool.
And we've been low key trying to plan like a little East Coast get together for somewhere, but it's been hard. I still haven't seen The Menu. I haven't either. Nathan said to watch it. He said it was really good. Did you see The Menu with Anya Taylor-Joy from?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No, it sounds like I may have.
It's Ray Fiennes, and it's Anya Taylor-Joy and someone else. It's about a bunch of people going to a like 5-star restaurant where the menu, man, I knew for like a month what it was about, and now I've forgotten because of the trailer. It's like a horror movie, but not a horror, like not a bad horror movie. I've heard really good things. Yeah, Nathan said it was tight. Did you see The Fabelmans?
No,
Have you seen anything about The Fabelmans?
I don't know what that is.
The Fabelmans is Steven Spielberg's new movie about Steven Spielberg when he's a kid. It's like a semi-autobiographical movie about him becoming a director. Not like him being a young man becoming a director who makes movies, but like him being a little kid and how he's been a director since he was like 5 years old.
Wow.
And how man, he like pulled a fucking classic Spielberg, man. It's so good. It's like one of his best movies ever. And it's just, when you like write down sometimes a movie, like what it's about, you would think, how the fuck is this going to be interesting? And then he
Yeah.
just makes it so fucking good, man. It's about him being a little kid. His mom's a little crazy. His dad's a nerd. And his uncle, who's really just his dad's best friend, is like, I don't want to say too much. It's really good. It's Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, fucking, what's her name? Michelle Williams. Like, the cast is unreal. It's so good. Who's your favorite director? Ooh. Who's your favorite director?
I don't know if I have a favorite director. I mean, Quentin Tarantino would be up there probably.
Top 3. I feel like it's easier to narrow down like 3 or 5. 5. Let's do 5. I feel like
I
5's
don't know
easier.
if I can name 5 directors.
Oh, really? Well, then it should be easy to find your favorite.
Well, I'm trying to think of the directors that I do know.
For me, it would be Tarantino, Nolan, Spielberg, Scorsese, Man, there's a lot that could be on the. I love Darren. I love, man. But I love. I love Aaron Sorkin. You're right. This is a hard thing to say. I don't know if there's a favorite. Tarantino or Nolan for you?
I tend not to have a favorite anything just because it makes my life easier.
Yeah, I have. We have a in my main Discord. Scorsese's a good call though. Yeah, or call too. I have a Discord where we have top 10 movie / top 10 TV show, whatever. And like we have decided that instead of there being a definitive, we occasionally go in and edit it to. Oh, he's not gonna be able to get back in.
He's not.
Let me crack that door open for him.
Nice.
That door is a fingerprint scanner to get in.
That's cool.
Yeah. You're directing a movie. Who are you hiring to write the score? John Williams or Hans Zimmer?
John Williams.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it depends on the movie for sure. Like either of them work. They're both great. There's a lot of great composers. It really depends on what the movie is. Like for me, I probably wouldn't pick either one because my movie's going to be about like my life over like from the years of like 18 to 25, give or take. I don't fucking know. That would be tough. That like I don't know enough of the great composers like for movies. Like probably one of the guys who did like the jazzy stuff from like Rounders or Goodfellas. That would be on par with the kind of story I'd be telling. But I do love John Williams and Hans Zimmer. I love them both.
Yeah,
I feel like they both do exactly what they need to do in all the stuff they do.
It's perfect. Just like they understand the assignment every time.
Exactly. Yeah, they're fucking.
I think
amazing.
the only two that I could name anyway.
Yeah. The guy who does The Last of Us is something Inarritu, I think. Or he's I want to say Hispanic. Christopher Young, dude, is awesome. Don't Christopher Young question mark us like we're fucking idiots for not knowing who that is. Rounders? Oh. See, I don't know that, but I should have. Shut up, Hannah. Don't do this to me. Don't call me out. How dare you? I could quote that whole movie to you. I'm sorry. I could quote the music, like with sound effects. Like I could say it with my mouth. but I just didn't know the guy. So, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Have you seen Rounders?
No.
That's a great poker movie from the perspective of the players. I would watch that or Molly's Game with Jessica Chastain. It's a newer poker movie, but that's more about the people running the game than the poker players themselves.
Yeah.
Bear McCreary. I know that name. Bear McCreary. Who is that? What's up, Mitch? Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. I know what that is. Bear McCreary. I'm not looking at chat. I have to figure this out. He's going to say it. I'm going to look. God of War.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Play any games?
Not anymore, no. I was too violent as a child, and so
like physically?
Physically violent, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, me and my brother.
And you think it was video games?
No, my parents did, and so they took
so
all
you
of my
just didn't.
games and my consoles when I was in early high school,
Oh, dude.
and I wasn't allowed to get them back until I was like 18, and by then I'd grown out of it.
Oh, if I got a game for you to sit down and watch.
Okay.
Like we'll sit here and play it, and I'll play it. You'll watch, but it's a movie. Like they're movies now.
Oh, I'm aware of all the cinematography that goes into Lord of the Rings.
What about it? You just said Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is my favorite.
It's your favorite.
Just anything. My favorite movie.
It's my favorite thing.
Favorite book.
Nothing compares to Lord of the Rings in life.
I said I don't have favorites, but Lord of the Rings is my favorite.
My family, my friends, everything's second place to Lord of the Rings.
Precisely.
That's how I feel about the game that I want to play.
Really?
That like in terms of entertainment, like it is above all the movies and shows and books and music. Like The Last of Us 1 and 2. Part 1, Part 2. They are. People will disagree with me on the Part 2, but people can eat a dick.
For sure.
I love it. How's Lord of the Rings show on Amazon? I saw the first 4 or 5 episodes. But at the same time, I was watching like 5 different things that were new every week, and I kind of let that one be on the back burner, and I just haven't caught up on it yet.
Yeah, I didn't watch it until it was all out.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It's not Tolkien's work.
Yeah.
It's it's been modified for today's standards. I liked it for what it was. It wasn't necessarily that accurate. Like it wasn't loyal to the book necessarily on a strict basis. But it was entertaining. I liked it for that. I wanted to see what happened next. It kept me tight.
Yeah.
Kept me in.
Yeah. That's what my roommate said. He liked it, but he was like, I mean, it's not the movies.
I can
The movies are fucking.
compartmentalize the two.
Yeah.
I can enjoy it for what it is.
I really liked the guy they had playing God
Elrond.
thank
Yeah.
you. I really liked him.
I like him a lot too.
He was great, and even though people talked a lot of shit, I really liked Galadriel. I thought she was great. The
I
chick,
think she's kind of badass. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not really how Galadriel was in the book, but I
really loved the like fucking harsh take on her.
yeah.
I
and
really liked that.
she-
For what I saw, again, I stopped on like episode 4 or 5
Mhm.
just because I was watching a bunch of other shit.
I think she is a good female protagonist to have.
Yeah.
Like, I like what they did with her. It's just not. It's not what
The
she
whole
was
thing
originally, but it's still
yeah.
good. Like I can enjoy them both.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'd give it a B plus.
B+ is good. I feel like no one can be upset with a B+.
Yeah.
Except, almost said some crazy shit right there. Anyway. Fuck, hold on, wait. I was going to say a thing. Oh. Do you want to cuddle under a weighted blanket and watch The Notebook? Blake, not with you. But I do want to do that. Oh, Jesus. Don't, oh, Jesus. It's Hannah. It's him. You know what he's going to say. You know all the stuff he's going to... Because, don't ask why. Why are you asking questions that you know the answers to? This guy is everywhere I go. Hannah, he's an infection. He's a cancer on our fucking community. He does not go away. He's always here. I love him, though. I'm sorry. I have to talk some shit.
That's okay.
The Last of Us. I don't know how many times I've played it and for how many people. It's like The Last of Us is my Game of Thrones for video games. I am a fucking nerd for Game of Thrones. I've seen it all too many times. I love it. It's really good. The Last of Us is my game version of that. Or Uncharted. Both of them Naughty Dog productions. But we'll have to sit. If you don't like The Last of Us Part 1 after the first hour and a half, we'll just abandon it. But I feel like you'll like it.
Okay.
It's good. The Last of Us first game was great. Here we go. The first one was great. This is where I lose everyone. A lot of people don't like the second one. Oh, you didn't play 2? Okay. Well, you should. It's incredible. It was ruined. No, dude, don't look. Fuck the spoilers. And don't spoil it because he doesn't know anything about it. But you got to play it for yourself. Just trust. Forget about the spoilers. Fuck it. Just play it. I'm telling you. Worth. 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 Fucking do that shit. Have any of you guys watched X from A24? X from A24. I like A24. They're making The Whale. But I haven't seen X.
I have not either.
I have to play God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I'm like, man, I want to say I'm like 3/4 of the way through, but I could be 1/4 of the way through. If you ever play a game from nowadays in the coming years, and you play the God of War games, man, they are fucking beefers. They
I've
are
heard a
long.
lot. I've
The
heard a
first
lot.
one's like 20 hours long, and this new one, man, they're saying 40 or something. I don't know. It's a fucking game. It's a lot, but it's so fucking good. They're really good. The Last of Us is pretty beefy. The first one, if you fucking fly through it, you'll finish it in 12 or 13 hours.
Mhm.
That's flying through. Otherwise, you're going to spend 16 or 20 hours. And the second one, man, if you get through it in less than 20 hours, you've been fucking moving. You were flying through that game. Long games, but you feel like such a badass. That's true. Yeah, the God of War specifically, you wreck shit.
I've
you
seen
feel
a
like
lot of the
legend.
gameplay.
The gameplay is very satisfying when you're good.
Yeah.
Aleem is a fucking nerd at God of War. He plays it on the highest difficulty from the get-go. Like, he doesn't play it through on easy first and then go back. He plays it from the fucking get-go on the hardest difficulty. He's a maniac.
Really.
That man is a loon, and he beat it already. I don't even understand how he could do it. It's so... I play it on, like, normal and can't beat some of the... Like, just give up on some of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll beat that guy once I have better armor or something.
Uh-huh.
I hate solo games. It's hard. I only ever finished on the... Oh, Ori. I'm blind. Ori and the Blind Forest. My roommate loves that game. Both of all the games in that series. If you come to a point where you want to wrap this up, let me know, and
Okay.
we'll wrap it up. Okay?
I got you.
Like, is that a thing you want to do, or can you keep? Dude, I'll do this for 5 hours.
Well, it's tough. I'm enjoying this. I want to check on my friend. I
I don't know where he went.
what's going on with him. I really need to take a shit. So,
Nice.
all
That'll
that's
definitely happen.
I don't want to go. This is a lot of fun.
Well, hey man, I told you. Like, I can tell we're gonna do these.
I'm excited
Like,
to actually, yeah.
yeah, and again, like, they get so much easier.
I'm sure, and this is all, kind of nerves and
Yeah.
having to, talk into something and
Yeah, and
and
you
all
hear
that,
it
yeah.
back, and you get really self-conscious of like what you sound like. That's like super normal right away.
yeah.
But you're gonna be good at it, man. I mean it, like for sure. Like you're totally gonna be good. I'm nervous for the Last of Us show. I'm sure it'll be good. I hope it doesn't turn into the Walking Dead type of. It won't. It's not going to. Neil's in charge. We trust in Neil. Guys, I love you guys. If any of you are up in the next little bit still, I might hop in some. We'll figure some shit out. I'm awake for a minute, but I'm gonna wrap this up. Hang out with Charlie for a few before he gets out of here. Say some things, discuss some stuff, and we will see you guys later. You guys have a great night. Charlie, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Y'all have a good night. Merry Christmas.
Dude, yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody, and Christmas and all that stuff. If I don't go live on Christmas Day, man, Santa got me. It was a little good run we had. You guys have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.